Nizzy, and in this video, you guys, we're going to be breaking down preseason week 2 game of the Packers and Jets last night, you guys. Another loss for the Green Bay Packers. We're 0-2 now in the preseason. Bit of a rough go all around yesterday. Had a little bit of a decent performance in the first half there. Benkert was dropping in a few nice seeds in the first half. Second half was a little bit rough for us. Defense didn't perform very well again. Our run defense was a little bit better this game, you guys. But we're still giving up big chunk plays in the passing game. TJ Slayton finally got his first sack as a pro. Ended up getting a sack on the Jets QB there. Nice, beat his defender on the inside nicely. Was able to bring down their QB for the sack there. Not sure if that was in the second or the third quarter. I can't remember off the top of my head, you guys. But nonetheless, he performed pretty well for us. On the offensive side of the ball, Zack Wilson for the Jets had a really nice performance. You can see why they took this kid second overall. Ended up finishing 9 of 11 passing, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. Finished with a 154.7 passer rating, which is crazy because it's I believe 158.3 is the highest rating you can get. So he almost was perfect passer rating. Was just carving up our defense on third down as well. There's a lot of third down plays. There were like third and 6, 3rd and 8 that he would just drop seeds in over the middle of the field or out on some out routes for his wideouts there. And yeah, our secondary was not very good yesterday. They were pretty much completing whatever they wanted to. Like I said, our run defense was a lot better against the Jets this week than it was last week. We didn't have very good run defense. I mean, we just lost the battle in the trenches all around last week. I thought we did a lot better in the trenches on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. We got a lot better push with that offensive line in our run game, as you could tell from the very first drive of the game there when we had Dillon in. He ended up going for 4 carries for 28 yards while he was in. I believe he had 2 catches for 12 yards as well. So he had a nice little performance in the one drive that he was in there. Super exciting, actually, to just kind of see how he performed, because you're going to get to see him and Aaron Jones kind of tag team it up there throughout the season. You can see how much force this guy runs with downhill. He's a hard guy to tackle. He was just freaking knocking defenders over left, right, and center. So you think about having a guy like him coming in and just tiring out that defense every other drive, and then you have a quick hitter like Aaron Jones who's got so much speed and burst through those holes. You just throw Dillon in there, tire the guys out, then hammer Aaron Jones in there for a drive, and you should be able to have that breakaway speed just to go and speed right through those holes in the defense. It's going to be a nice, really, really nice 1-2 punch between those guys this season. Obviously, Kylan Hill was outstanding again for us with seven rushes for 29 yards. Had that nice touchdown run again. So that's 2 touchdowns in the 2 games he's played, 1 catching the ball with that nice screen outlet pass from Jordan Love in the game 1 there, you guys. And then he had a nice outside run last night. Was able to, I think it was about a 12-yard touchdown run, so it was another nice quality run for him. Both of his runs ended up going right at the edge of the end zone, where he was basically able to dive in by the pylon. So you love to see the effort from the guy. He's looking really good for a rookie. He really reminds me a lot of Aaron Jones, to be honest, you guys. He looks the part of Aaron Jones, just his body style, his build, the way he plays the game. How he's, not a huge dude, but he does run heavy downhill, can catch out of the backfield's got really good top-end speed, got that good burst speed, quick first step. So he's looking like a little mini Aaron Jones, in my opinion, you guys. So that's going to be gnarly. A gnarly 3-headed system there with Dillon, Kylan Hill, and Aaron Jones as the main guy. I'm really liking where our running back room is. I would say, I know you guys could probably remember as Packers fans as well, but this just might be the best running back room we've had in probably the last 20 years, man. Even when we won the Super Bowl in 2010, I would say we got better running backs in our room right now than when we were able to take the Super Bowl in 2010 with James Starks there. So yeah, this is an exciting time for Packers fans, man. It takes a little bit of that pressure off of Aaron Rodgers, just having so many quality runners. And then that's just going to open up that play action game so much for us throughout the season, which will be phenomenal to see. So Benkert, you guys, had a decent performance in the first half for us. He was actually really solid in the first half. Led 2 touchdown drives. I think we went into the half 17-14 was the score. So we're only down by 3 at that point. He had quite a few nice throws, to be honest. He finished 18 of 25 with 151 yards and 1 touchdown with 1 interception. So nothing too crazy. But like I said, he was just pretty consistent with his throws throughout the night. He had that nice kind of lob back shoulder throw to Malik Taylor, where he was able to turn around there. catch that one. He also had another one on the first drive of the game that they ended up challenging on a comeback route from Malik Taylor, and he was out of the pocket running through on the run out of the pocket and just delivered an absolute seed right along the sideline there. Really nice throw from Kurt, to be honest with you guys, and then they ended up challenging it and reversing the call, so the Packers did end up getting a completion on that play. Obviously, that beautiful laser pass that he had to Jay Sternberger for the touchdown there as well was really nice, just because the window that he threw it in was so small. He basically had inches where he had to throw it just so it was out of the reach of the defender there, being able to get into Jay Sternberger's hands. So I really liked some of the throws I've seen from Kurt throughout the night. He played with a lot of poise. He had a few mistakes there. He was a little bit slow getting out of under the gun there when he was taking the ball from the center there. He got stepped on a couple times because he was just a little bit slow with his footwork, kind of pushing off, getting back and getting set up into his step back there. So I think it was back-to-back plays as well that he ended up getting stepped on and going down. So a little bit embarrassing for him, but he made up for it anyways. Still had a pretty solid game. Malik Taylor was solid for us as well. He's looking like he's primed to hold down a roster spot. I got him being the 7th guy on our wide receiver roster and our Packer 53-man roster. Just put that video out yesterday, you guys, if you want to go ahead and check that out on my channel. But Malik Taylor, 4 receptions, 66 yards. Another solid performance, just like he had in Game 1. To me, this guy should be a lock on the team. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers likes him. He's a pretty good receiver in the run blocking game as well. And he's showing that he's got nice quality hands. He's got that ability to get a little bit of separation from whoever's covering him. So I think he's going to be one of those guys that's going to be a lock for us, man. I could see him and probably a guy like Devin Funchess getting in there in that 6-7 spot for the wide receiver room. Barring that Devin Funchess doesn't have a major injury right now, and he's going to be able to play next week in the preseason game. So we'll have to see what happens, you guys. Sucks that we lost again, 23-14 by the Jets. Thankfully, it's preseason, so you can't get too high, can't get too low at this time of year. You got to see a lot of second and third string options for us. I think we had 32 or 33 guys out that just didn't play in the game, which is understandable. We got a lot of good veterans on the team that really don't need any of those extra reps. Guys like A-Rod and stuff are just not going to be, wasting their time out on the preseason field with the chance of injury possible. So no surprise there that we had a bunch of guys sitting. Hopefully Jordan Love's ready to roll next week and is back from a little shoulder injury there. I think it was more of a precautionary reason that we didn't play him, you guys. But at the end of the day, not a bad performance, not a great performance. It's preseason. It is what it is. Would like to see that defense step up a little more. It's not looking too good, to be honest with you. And the second and third stringers on the defense right now, I thought we're just getting carved up pretty good there. Weren't really able to get a lot of stops. Had a couple decent possessions, right? Like, I was happy with our run game on defense this time. We were able to stop the run a little bit better. But they still broke for some big holes. They completed some big passes down the field. Zack Wilson carved us up in the first half pretty good there. So you want to see some improvement from those guys, but obviously when we get, our main dudes out there, there's no way they would have been carving us up like that when we have our main guys in the secondary as well as our pass rush unit. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, man. How do you think we fared in last night's game against the Jets? What do you think are some areas of improvement that need to be seen here through the Packers through the last week of preseason? How do you guys think Kurt Benkert did for his first full game start in preseason? You guys, I thought he did okay. Really liked what I seen from our running back room as well. They all had a solid night. I believe we rushed for over 130 yards as an entire offense. So it's nice to see the production getting going with the run game. Our O-line was a lot better in the trenches today, just pass blocking as well as run blocking. So that's always good to see. But yeah, guys, once again, I'd love to get your opinion in the comment section down below. Please go ahead and like this video if you so choose. Subscribe to the channel if you so choose. Appreciate all the support I've been getting lately, you guys. It means a lot to me, man. And this is Nizzy with Nizzy Sports Chat.